Hey, there he is.
Travis, thanks for making the time.
No, thank you for coming to me.
How are you?
You're sitting in on this too?
Yeah.
Okay. Look, I'm real sorry about earlier, Vince, but that Ari just wouldn't let me be heard.
He's probably just being protective of me. He's like that.
Well, I'm just being protective of my money. I'm like that.
We understand that.
I'm sorry, I know we met before, but what is your involvement in this again?
I'm the producer of the movie.
And he's my manager.
Oh, yeah, you were the guy on Pierce Morgan spinning pizza dough, right? Vince, you take care of more people in Red Cross, huh?
I'd like to think they take care of me.
That's probably best to think of it that way.
What's up, man?
How you doing?
Man, I'm having a ball, man.
Nice to see
This
you.
is the wife. How you been?
Been great. Yeah, it's just really fun to be doing this.
How did you drop into this, man? Because this is like one of those types of movies where you want to drop in.
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, I never would have, watching the show growing up, you know, in high school and everything, I never would have thought that I'd have the chance to be a part of it. And I just auditioned for the role in 2013. And a couple months later, Doug called me up and said, don't cut your hair, don't shave. And yeah, it's fun getting to play a character like this. I mean, they have a tradition of great, I would almost say a lot of great bearded characters, going back to Val Kilmer in the first season. You know, and just getting to come in and it's, you know, I think a lot of people still think that it's a cameo when they hear, you know, when they see my name associated with the movie, but it's a whole different guy, and
it's a role.
He is, and he's the antagonist. He gets to come in and disrupt everything that they're after, and that's a lot of fun.
Vince doesn't want to show you the movie with this crowd.
I've never seen you nervous. Just tell me, does it suck?
No, it doesn't suck. Tell him it doesn't suck.
It doesn't suck.
How to get this show on the road? Getting some quality time alone with Emily. What's the running time on these?
140 minutes.
Jesus. I like short movies, Vince, you know, and comedies. You ever seen Bad Grandpa?
I'm calling
that
this
never
off.
gets old.
Yeah. Vince, you know what? Give Travis and Ari DVDs to take home.
Hold on,
Oh,
Vince, let's
I
see
can watch that with Emily.
No, it was a lot of fun watching you, and great job with the accent.
Thank you.
Who did you channel?
You know, well, both my parents are from Birmingham, Alabama, and they've lived in LA for 20 years now, so their accents have faded, but I'm familiar with Southern accents, and then I've worked in Texas a lot, so I you know, got that sort of distinct kind of swagger and way of talking. And it's fun because Travis also, I think, really pushes his, you know, Southern personality traits, and he's got the gun on his hip and the crazy beard and mullet, so yeah.
I also love the way you took it over the top, man. That's what you want to do when you're an actor, man.
Yeah.
That's why you're in the game,
yeah,
right?
It is. I mean,
like,
yeah, doing
push it
stuff like
forward.
this, and you know, and the fact that a lot of my scenes are with Jeremy and that we're both kind of going at it, it brings up the energy in a really fun way.
Great chemistry and fun to watch. But the thing that I respect most about you, I'm glad you're a true Entourage fan.
Thank you so much.
No, because that makes it even more special.
Absolutely.
Because you know your stuff. So now I gotta ask, you know, the show's famous for putting a lot of LA spots on the map. They became iconic. People fly here, they want to do exactly what Vinny and the guys do.
Yeah.
What's your favorite spot that the guys put on the map?
You know,
What's your go-to place?
gosh. Because I lived in New York for like the last 8 years, so my sister asked me recently, she's like, what's a good place to go on a date? And I was like, I don't know, I haven't been, I gotta think about.
You don't go to Pink's?
Okay, yeah, Pink's is a good one.
So what makes Pink so special?
Gosh, it's just good hot dogs, you know? And it's an iconic place, you know? One particular thing that I like about people who come out to LA because of the show is that they think that to get everywhere you have to go around Hollywood and Vine because of the opening credits of the show. So I think a lot of the guys have said when their friends visit from New York, they're like, where are we gonna go down like the main drag? They're like, that's not really how you get to anywhere if you're not in Hollywood, so yeah.
Hey, Richard. I didn't know you were doing this.
Yeah.
That's great. Now I'm excited.
Oh, thanks. Well, thanks for coming in, Jimmy.
Jimmy?
No?
Oh,
No. Johnny.
that's my fault. I'm so sorry. It's Johnny.
Sorry, Jimmy.
I told him Jimmy.
There was a Jimmy in here earlier. I think that's what it was.
He's Vinny Chase's brother. I know. Yeah?
You're Vinny Chase's brother?
Yeah.
Wow, you look nothing like him.
Not even a little.
You know, we've met before.
We have?
Yeah, West Wing.
Oh, did you do an episode?
No, I got cast in the pilot. And then replaced after the table read.
Huh. Well, you missed a pretty good run.
The reason why people like it is because it is such a cool, like, opening scene.
Yeah,
Like, you know,
definitely.
Like, if you look at all the TV shows and opening scenes, it ranks pretty high.
Yeah.
Because they set the bar and they put LA right on the map in the first 30 seconds.
It does, yeah.
You know,
And
you
that
watch
awesome
it-
car, too.
Right, it's got the
Yeah.
awesome car. You watch it week after week. It's got the cool song. I mean, that's just how you make it happen, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
Now, what about you in real life? You have an entourage.
No, I wouldn't say I'd call it an entourage, but I'm lucky to have a lot of friends that aren't, you know, involved with the business and everything, and it's nice to have that kind of support that's, you know, not connected to the industry.
So how'd you
Yeah.
manage not to do that? Because it would just seem like it would just naturally happen.
Well, I think when I did a lot of the films when I was younger, I was like too young to be living that kind of lifestyle. And then when I went to school and then have primarily lived on the East Coast for the past 8 years, it's just sort of a different thing, you know. And I spend a lot of time in Los Angeles, but having that New York thing really sort of takes
I
you
like
out
how
of it a
you're
little.
using this East Coast thing as a shield from LA.
It kind of does work
Come on,
like
is this
that.
intentional?
I love it in
Come
itself.
on, is this
but-
intentional?
No, I mean, I don't know, because, you know, I grew up here. I spent 18 years here, so I know when I went to college, I was like, I want to try living somewhere else, and I did not anticipate that I would take to New York so much.
So what do you got next? Is this the gateway to, like, you know, part 2, or what do you got going on? You gonna be in more movies?
Yeah, well, we just shot the second season of The Spoils of Babylon, which is called Spoils Before Dying. That's Kristen Wiig and Will Ferrell and Michael K. Williams and Maya Rudolph. I'm really excited about that. And then after that, I have a film called Sleepwalker coming out, which is kind of a thriller, kind of indie film. We should be doing the festivals in a while.
Congrats.
Thank
Okay,
you.
final question, most
Yeah.
important question. All-time favorite episode of Entourage, and why? Or
It's hard.
moment.
It's between the Sundance one and the Vegas one, where they have that fight in the club at the end. I guess the Vegas one's pretty great.
Yeah, that's pretty epic. That's pretty epic. A lot of people would cite that one. Now, you know, I had to put you on the spot since I know you're a true fan. But
Yeah.
no, you killed it in this movie, man.
Thank you so
I'm
much.
giving nothing away because I want real people just to go see you do your thing.
I
Nah, for
appreciate
real,
that.
you killed it,
Thank you
man.
so much,
Nah,
man. Nice talking to you,
congratulations.
man.
It's so much fun to watch you, man.